Hey everybody, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to show you something that is fire, but okay, I was thinking in the last video it was the shell, and it made me think maybe why not something like this can represent also fire if you play with the colors. And the thing is, a lot of if you play with the colors, you know, of the fire, and I was looking at clip art, it gonna, whatever you make probably look like fire. Maybe I'm just imagining it because I've been looking for so much, you know, like images about fire, and the colors, yellow, orange appears, you know, there are even some white. So, but it's good idea to have some wood, you know, what do you call the wood? Like a campfire, and then became something like this. And the thing is, what is all this? You know, it's kind of chaos, and this one, the same idea. And I like it. It's not that bad, really. If you make this in a campfire party theme, you know, or even someone asks you for this, you never know. It can work. And I'm going to show you, you know, from this that it's okay. Maybe a flower. I don't know. You see, it's just playing, experimenting. But if I have to think what makes me look more like fire, it's, you know, you decide. The thing is, this one wasn't right. For me, kind of the idea, I think this looks better, and I'm just gonna make it in just maybe see if I change some things. If it's not, it's okay. So let's try this, because the way I made it, I remember, was here having, you know, like two balloons, 160, or you can try with 260, but I think 160 is gonna be easier. Or what do you think? So if you make 260, because this is a 160 deco mix, so if you play with 260 balloons, just maybe squish, stretching, that is soft and squishable, can work too. Okay, so let's see with the balloons I have with me. And you know what, I'm gonna go and try with all 260 because I know that's the most common balloon for you. And let's see if something like this playing with 260, because even the brown here is a 260, and it can be a bracelet, but in the head, it can be decorating, it can be for a torch, you know, just a long stick, and it can be even a type of weapon. It can be even, yeah, a sword, part of the, you know, like a flame gun. I'm going to elucidate it, but it's not that bad. Sometimes just go ahead and think something different. You never know. Kids may ask for fire, or this thing, even if nobody, or you never think that you're gonna make fire out of balloons, so you can just use this to be part of another design. So let's go and try this. It's a very kind of like a classic technique, you know, of waving or weaving, maybe, I think. So I'm gonna play with balloons that came from Amazon. So this bag, remember I showed you before, I have it here brown, which is good. Then I can see some yellow, and I will need orange. So, and I have orange. So what I want to show you is I'm playing with 3 balloons. I think that's going to be good enough for a balloon to be fast, you know. Also, that it's not any, you know, like famous brand, and let's see if it works, because if it works with these delicate or no good quality balloons, I'm sure with your awesome Serpentex or Qualatex, Mars, Decomix brands, it's gonna work for sure. So, right? That's how I think. Plus, I can use these balloons because these are the balloons you sent me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's try and give it a try. First the brown, and it's very simple and easy. We're gonna make a bracelet with petals, right? But the thing about this, trying to make the petals, even if you just make 5, but make not that short the petals. I think it looks better when it's wider, like a campfire. I think, you know, you can make it longer. So make the petals approximately 5-finger petal, okay? So squish, stretch, because we want this to be as skinny as possible, okay? And long, so it's 5-finger loop. And let's keep going with 5-finger loop, another 5-finger loop. And if you have 5 of these, it's gonna be good enough, really, okay? If you want to make an extra one, if you have an extra one, just, it doesn't matter the size, just grab it and make it your loop, so you will have 6-finger loop. Even if it's easy for you, end up with a little bubble and wrap it around, it's good. Okay, now we have this. This can be in a bracelet, and a headband. You can add another balloon if you want to make it a torch. So now, let's blow these two, and in order to make it also fast, fast design, an easy design, but looking cool, you're gonna blow this balloon. It's well, it's all the way inflated, 260, but you want it soft and squishable. It's gonna be things making better. Because this is a 260 and I tried with a 160, so you lose some air, tighten it, stretch to make it as long as possible, stretching, and this is what I did. Cut, yep, you don't have to maybe, but I am doing it the way I do it, the time that I like it. So you just cut it in half, loosen air, you want this soft and squishable, okay? The same with this, loosen air, and you want it as long as soft and squishable as possible. Okay, soft and squishable like it. Now, let's go with the yellow one and kind of do the same thing. So, let's blow all the way. And then we're gonna lose the air to tighten it. Tighten it. Squish and stretch it to as long as possible. Yep, squeeze and stretch it. It's longer and skinnier, and then find the half. That's what I'm doing. Finding the half, cut, and make it soft and squishable. So lose some air to make it soft and squishable. Even less, because the thing is, the yellow is gonna be the idea for me for a fire. And all in the pictures that I see is the orange that covers more. So you will need more orange, in theory, than yellow. So that makes even this make more soft and squishable, or shorter if you wanna try it that way. So now we have these two. This is what I think I did. Split it in half, and then you pass one. Okay, but I'm thinking, yes, you pass one, you start with yellow and then go around the orange. Okay, let's try that way. So you're gonna try, and the most soft and squishable you have, just only one, it's okay. Pass it in between here, in the middle. Okay, that's it. We don't want things too complicated. Remember this, I want it to be fast and easy. You have this. Look, this, if you just twist it crazy, you know, like this, crazy, like a waving and then twist here, it's called, totally represents fire, don't you think? Now, because we have orange, we're gonna play with that idea, and the orange is gonna be on top too, because that's how I see in the pictures, you know, on Google. Like the orange goes to the sides and on top covering. So let's do that. Same idea. Split it in half. Yep. Now, and this is where I'm start kind of like doubting, but because I'm thinking I want this really to go longer. So in order to do that, you're gonna put it right here. Look, in the middle, but opening the square, and maybe we can try like this. Let's try like that. Let's see, what do you think? It's like, look, so now it's yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, and kind of close it now. Close it, but end up with some pointy parts with all these little things, okay? Things doesn't have to be perfect, remember, but just, you know, make it as, that's it. Okay, now you're gonna twist these bubbles that are approximately 3 to 4 finger long, twist it, so you have something like this, look. So all these pointy doesn't have to be the same size, it's okay. And now these are gonna kind of like wave, and this is where I'm start doubting, but what about if I kind of like move one? I'm just really experimenting because the whole process of making fire. Now this is what is going on. I wanted also from here to come and cover orange this side. So that's what makes me, so maybe I'm gonna go pushing down this. So now the orange is in the bottom. You see, I'm opening. The orange now is in the bottom, and this is gonna just cover to the side all the way like this. Look, just like this. What do you think? Better? I think so. so. I think so. And remember, you want this still to be longer, so you want to squish down a little bit the yellow. Don't let it go too. Maybe we can try to close it this way. And let's twist. I'm just trying to see. Oh, one came separated, it's okay. So now, what is going on here? You can now make sure the yellows are in the back. People don't see it. And you see more you see more the orange. What do you think? Now, we have yellow on the side, the way I want it. And in order to look crazy, maybe you can play with pushing, you know, like this. You can push in the yellow inside and the orange to come out. So the same the other side. And this is, I remember, now you want more yellow in the center, and so this orange can be to the side. So now more yellow is in the center. But maybe we can make the yellow go in a spiral or something crazy. Something like this. Like something in a spiral. So it's just the idea of playing with the bubbles. And even this one, the two of these ones are also making a spiral. So now you may say, Cecilia, but you will make me do that. You should do that first. Well, that's what it is, experimenting. But a good thing is we find something, you see? So now I'm going to spiral with the two to the other side. So that's what is a good idea, soft and squishable, in order to experiment. So now, well, now in theory, because this is the good thing, I like it. I like it how it's looking, and this is now where it goes. I like it. For me, this can represent fire. I have the wood, you know, in the bottom, and I have all this process in a spiral. So what is the theory? The theory is that this is a spiral, and you don't need it that much. Just one in a spiral that goes up and down, and then also the size in a spiral. Now, let's try, and this is the thing, now knowing, because by experimenting, you kind of like start having some things, even that you are not twisting the balloons right now, you're looking at me, and you can see my mistakes. You can see, you know, oh, this is not gonna work, this is gonna work, or look, this worked, this didn't work. So now, we keep put in practice what we think, oh, this may be easier. What? We can start making the spiral first, and let's see what happens. But consider this, at the end had to be some things sticking out here. So you ready? In the center, look, it can be a spiral and it's smaller in some way because the yellow is not showing, so you don't need the yellow. Maybe the only way you need the yellow, because really for me, the front is for me always the most important. And I like all this messy thing, and this doesn't really bother me because for me the front is what I like. So this is a good way to represent fire, and it's easier. Now let's put in practice everything I'm saying, because sometimes I feel like you're feeling what I'm gonna do, so that's good, but just in case I'm gonna make it again. So let's go. Easy peasy. I should have the balloons ready, but no, I don't have things on planning. So let's go with the colors. Orange, and I'm looking for yellow, and I don't have it. So I wanna use the balloons you sent me, so I'm gonna start inflating while my eyes are looking. Maybe somewhere there is some yellow that I can use. 260. Nope, that's a scrap. I think I found it. So this one, okay, I remember the orange, I'm blowing all the way, soft and squishable, twist, soft and squishable, and you're gonna split it in half. It's okay. Everything is soft and squishable so far. Okay, so far everything is soft and squishable. And with this, oh, remember also you wanna be stretching this now. Okay, and now I have here the back. I can see there's more of those yellows from the brand. What brand is this? I don't know, but it's from Amazon. Okay, it came 200 in one bag, which is awesome. Love it. And so far, you see, you can make balloon figurines with this. Okay, let me pick up something here. Got it. Okay, now let's blow this. Yellow, same idea. Soft and squishable. Long, all the way up. use some air that is soft and squishable. Squish, stretch, stretch, soft and squishable. Ladies, inflate all the way. It's okay. Things doesn't have to be perfect. You just try and do your best. Now, remember, for this one, you don't really need that much. And that's the thing. In theory, you will not need it because it's only in the center. It must be shorter. And so this is the one I did. But let's see. You want to split it in half. You want to twist and even make this smaller will help because that way you don't, the other one, the orange is going to be long enough to go around. So what to do here? That's a good, probably it wasn't that bad to inflate it. This one, the yellow one, like 4-finger tail. Then from here, you want to tie it, but you want soft and squishable. So let's see what happens. Cecilia, yes, sorry guys. Okay, now you twist it in half. I tied it, you twist it in half. You put it into your bracelet that you have to make. That is squish, soft, skinnier. Scan in 5-finger pedal and make 5 at least, or as many as you can, okay? 5-finger loop pedals. Okay. And if you have some extra, go ahead, use it like this. Okay. Now this, remember we're splitting in half, pass it around here. We're repeating pretty much. Yes, Cecilia, I thought that you already got it, the spiral thing that I will just discover. Yes, but what about with the spiral things? In this case, you can convert it like these two together and twist it. Look, one opens here and twist it this way. Look, and then just it's all twisted there. 4. I'm trying to make a spiral one side and one side too. Okay, so how to make that a spiral? Look, one goes in between and it's a spiral. The same the other thing. Doesn't have to be that much, but you have something, playing like a spiral to the sides. Okay, you can even make it more elaborated and pushing down to make it more spiral. But you can get something like this very easily. Just play with that. And again, we are thinking, all this already looks like fire, but with the orange, it's gonna look even better. Yep. Now, you want this not to be that long. That's what I was trying to explain. Why? Because this one had to cover all around. That's kind of the idea. So how to do that? Now, that's the tricky part. This is, you can stretch it, and then split it in half. Thinking. The thing is, you want this to be in a spiral. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a bubble, and this is kind of the way, just 2 bubbles. Maybe if you want pinch twist so it doesn't get a twist. But the idea is here you're gonna go in a spiral. Okay? And then when you kind of find the half of the spiral pretty much, you're gonna twist it and then you're gonna put it right here to the side. So you have the spiral already really cool, and then you're just gonna go up and finish with the spiral all the way on top. Yep, let's go. A spiral, finish with 2 bubbles. And then close this. So in order to do that, squeeze this down and pass it. So now you have flames on top, and if you get one longer than the other one, just keep it on the top, okay? And this is, I think, the fastest and cool way to represent. You can then interact with all the bubbles, but at the end, the idea is you want the orange to the sides, and that's it. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? This is like a flame, right? Like a cool way to interpret maybe a flame. Just play with the spirals, it's easy. And now, what do you think? Because the orange will make it just with the technique of the simple basic bow and arrow thing. So now, also it's visual effects, because if you are in the front, this is my favorite front, just hold it there, bracelet. But if you go into this angle, things may change. Doesn't start looking like fire anymore. It can be another thing, but you see, I choose this front. And if you want this to be more connected, you can always play and interact with the bubbles. Maybe make just the front, the one side that you want to show more in spirals with the yellow one. But it's pushing a lot of the balloon, and sometimes it's like, is that necessary? I don't know. But I think this is a cool way, fast, easy. I hope you like it. Really, I'm just going around and around. There's always much cooler ways, no doubt, to make fire. But really, it's cool to find fast ways. fast ways, and I think this is a fast version. It doesn't matter exactly how you make it. You maybe have some ideas. You see, maybe one of the bubbles, just keep it longer if you want to look like flames. But I think it's cool. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? If you like it, if you don't like it, and you can show us a much easier way, it will be awesome. So don't forget, tag me also if you make something like this because you felt inspired, because you watch this video. You can always tag me on Instagram or any social media as @Alpacaglobo. Okay, don't forget that. And now I'm leaving. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget what is coming, the awesome balloon convention in Las Vegas. It's Las Vegas Bling Bling Jam. It's coming this July 16th to July 20th. So everybody's invited. You have more information, just go to the website. There's really cool deals. I don't know if this video will be on time, but there was a really cool deal that the price of the registration was dropped, because now there's a lot of people registered. So this is going to be a super awesome kind of like balloon convention, getting ready for the next year too, because the next year is going to be, I think, a special year. But I'm excited because I'm going to be this year there, and I'm going to be learning lots of things from other balloon twisters, but also I'm going to be giving a class. So that's really cool. I like that, because I kind of find and figure out things, what to share and teach, and I like it. You see a little bit of difference. Maybe I went too much into the Spanish. It wasn't necessary, maybe, but that's okay. I hope you find out something good about this. It's just something simple. Using 260 works great. Using 160s, you can also play with that. Look, the best angle. The colors helps a lot. Okay, ciao, ciao.